Everyone, and welcome to Tech Thursday, episode 22. And today, from GPUs to ground rent, why AI chips are quietly rewriting real estate value. Most AI debates still focus on models and software, but the real disruption is happening in buildings, substations, and cooling systems, the physical world that must absorb the heat of this new computational era. A single next-generation AI rack can now draw 60 to 120 kilowatts. I'll say that again, a single next-generation AI rack can now draw 60 to 120 kilowatts. That is more power than some entire office floors once consumed. At that density, the constraint on value is no longer square meters. It's how much electricity you can deliver and how fast you can remove heat. Real estate has entered a new equation. Location, power, cooling equals value. Number one, grid capacity is becoming a new form of zoning. Connection queues, substation caps, and multi-year upgrade delays are already shaping where digital assets can be built. A secondary site with excellent grid access can now outperform a prime CPD address with a weak connection. Planning permission matters, but electrical permission now matters just as much. Number two, the next uplift is not height, it's power. High-density AI estates need medium voltage upgrades, liquid cooling, on-site generation, storage, and credible heat reuse pathways. This pushes commercial property into the world of infrastructure investing. The value sits not in cosmic refurbishment, but in engineering capability. More kilowatts, more resilience, and more cooling headroom. Number three, rent logic is shifting from pounds per square meters to pounds per kilowatt. Tenants running GPU-heavy environments care less about floor area and far more about energy availability, cooling capacity, and resilience. High-density, AI-ready space now commands a premium shape for power bands, redundancy, for example, N1, N2, and thermal performance. FM is becoming a thermodynamic discipline. Facilities management is undergoing a largest transition in decades. I'll say that again. Facilities management is undergoing its largest transition in decades. Operators increasingly need to understand when air cooling reaches its limits, when rear door heat exchangers or direct-to-chip liquid cooling are required, how waste heat can be monetized through district networks, how demand response and flexibility markets affect the profit and loss, how AI chips roadmaps will drive future loads. FM is shifting from supporting IT to designing and operating high-density thermodynamic systems. A 2026 test for boards and investments committees. Do we know the true power density limits of our estate? Which asset can realistically host AI-grade loads? And what cost per added kilowatt? How exposed are we to constrained grid regions? Are our leases structured to price power, cooling, and resilience, or just floor space? Do we have credible plan for heat reuse or on-site generation? Are FM, digital, asset, and energy teams aligned on the same AI demand curve? Don't think so. If not, the organization's biggest AI risk is not the technology itself, it's the gap between how quickly compute is evolving and how slowly real estate strategy is adapting. The winners of the next decade will not simply deploy AI tools, they will understand the compute density is now a property value driver and will buy, build, and operate accordingly. Okay, so whatever you do, you have to focus on that. It's very, very, very important to understand your GPU to your ground rent. So basically, it's all about compute power and how you're going to add value to your real estate. So, thank you for watching Tech Thursday. Until next week, Thursday, have a lovely day. Bye-bye.